Hey there friends, welcome to the channel. Today we are traveling to Busch Gardens in Williamsburg and we are going to be giving you a full tour of the Food and Wine Festival. Now the Food and Wine Festival runs from April 25th to June the 9th and it operates from 11:30 to a half an hour prior to close. There are a total of 18 booths this year and 4 new booths. Now, of course, during the festival, you're still going to have access to full use of the theme park. You can still get on attractions, meet characters, watch entertainment. But it is nice that this festival is going on during typical park opening hours. So if you or members of your party want to go around and try all the festivities, you can, while other members of your party can still enjoy the rest of the park. All right, so now let's get into some of the logistics of the festival. So there is a welcome center right next to the sweet shop in England. And at this booth is where you're going to be able to pick up your lanyard. You can buy a pass for 10 items or 15. If you do 15 items, it's $85. If you do 10, it's $70. And this pass is valid for the entire food and wine season. So you don't have to use all of your punches on that pass in one day. You can leave, come back, especially if you're an annual pass holder. This is a great idea if you're planning on, trying lots of different booths or splitting it up over different days. They even have a food and wine festival crawl where for $200, you and 2 guests will be escorted through the park with your own tour guide, and you will stop at all of the 9 villages and taste the best of the festival. So this year, Busch Gardens definitely rolled out the red carpet for this event. There are a total of 85 new menu items, and we're going to be showing you all around the park. So the first booth is going to be turkey. Turkey is right at the entrance of Italy. So right after you leave Escape from Pompeii. And basically with the turkey booth, you're going to find iconic items to this location, such as a kebab, also some dessert offerings as well. As you make your way over the bridge that leads into Italy, where you'll have Apollo's Chariot, Tempesto. Of course, you're going to have all those attractions and the different arcade, as well as the carnival sort of games up and running. But your booth here is actually not going to be the Italy booth. Right next to Elephant Run is going to be the South Korea booth. And you're going to find a chicken and a beef option here. And you're also going to find some pork ribs and Korean coffee. So leaving this offspring of Italy and making our way down to, as I like to call it, the Italy Village, where you have the gardens and you also have the children's attractions, you're going to find the official Italy booth for the festival. Now, they did have some returning favorites at this booth, such as the giant meatball, as well as the dessert offering was the same one that they had last time, the lemon ricotta cake. But overall, if you like Italian food, this booth is definitely going to give you that classic American Italian flavors. And I would say it's probably a safer booth if you have members in your party that don't want to get too adventurous or too exotic. So as we make our way through Italy, we're going to leave San Marco and cross over the bridge and head past for Bolton. Right on across from Bolton, where you have the swings, you're going to have Island Breeze. So this is going to be more of a Caribbean island sort of flavor profile. And this booth is more on side appetizer type items. They had a salsa as well as pork rind. So you're definitely not going to get full from this booth, but you may be able to pick up a nice little snack. And as we make our way into Germany, as we leave Fest House, of course, carnival games are going to be open, but they also have another booth called Herbal Infusion. They do have a couple desserts and alcoholic and non-alcoholic. Right across from Dark Castle, there is another booth as well. They had a couple of, this is a new booth, so all of the items here are new, but lots of dips and tarts. So once again, kind of like Island Breeze and not actual meals. We also have a returning favorite in Germany, Jamaica. You can get a jerk chicken slider here. And then as we're making our way, continuing on into Germany, inside of the keepsake store in this country, you will find your food and wine merch. They had polos, and they also had a couple of jackets that were really, really nice. So if you are looking for specific festival merch, this is where you're going to find it. I did not see this merch at the Emporium at the front. As we make our way into France, we are going to find Brazil. Brazil is going to be right outside of Smoke Jumpers. And here you're going to find classic Brazilian cuisine. They grill it right out in front, so everything is cooked right before you. As we make our way further into France, we are going to have French Quarter. Some of the favorites here, of course, are going to be the beignets and the muffaletta. All right, and as we leave France, we are going to be heading up to Lorkeet Glen. Right outside of Lorkeet Glen, you are going to find the Mexico booth. Now, the Mexico booth also had some special decorations when we visited because it was Cinco de Mayo, but you are going to find a pork taco and a beef taco here. This booth was probably the most crowded out of all of the booths at the festival on the day that we visited. So sometimes if you go to the booths that do have a long line, it can give you an idea if the cuisine is something that you will actually enjoy. As we make our way into Ireland, we are going to come across the Hawaii booth. This booth is famous for its Spam slider. It is really good and super cute, but they also have a loco moco and a pineapple coconut mousse as well. Very, very nice Hawaiian flavors. And then a new booth is Africa, which is inside of Ireland. This booth features local eats to the continent, and then it will actually tell you the specific country where those items are from. And this is a good time to note, guys, that at the Food and Wine Festival, the booths don't necessarily equate with the country that they're located in. So just keep that in mind, that if you're looking for a specific country booth, like a Germany booth, an Ireland booth, there's not really one like that. So just keep that in mind. The countries do have their typical quick service options available if you want to eat food that is tailored from that specific village within Busch Gardens, but just know that the booths really have no relevance to where they're placed. And right outside of Tweedside Stables is going to be the Virginia booth, home to the crab cake slider and the hush puppies, which are very good, as well as an apple crisp. Well, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments below your favorite booth to visit at Food and Wine, and let us know as well if you found this video helpful. If you enjoyed this comment, consider subscribing and dropping a thumbs up to let us know, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.